interrupt. We got 8 minutes. Well, you got your audio working? Test. Okay, we're good. All right, welcome everyone back to the Trojan Trench for this edition of Blue Switch Basketball. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Anna McIntyre and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Tonight, two teams look to get themselves back on track in the winning department here tonight. First for Elkhart Christian. They've had a tough season up to this part of the season. Tough games and lack of depth have really hurt the Eagles. However, what this does show is their resiliency and their ability to show up and give it their all. Coach Jason Goon in his second season has his Eagles searching for that first road win of the season. Triton saw their 5-game winning streak come to an end last night as they fell for the third time this season. They were being out rebounded. Just like win, losses are part of the game. It's fun to win. Is it fun to lose? No, it never is. But losses, you can really learn a lot from yourself. More importantly, how are you going to respond? Coach Krall has done a fantastic job with these girls this season. They're hard workers, working as a team to get better each day. For you, Anna, what kind of things do you think the girls on both sides need to do here tonight?
Our defense, the way they performed last night, they need to perform that, but with more intensity, I think. And Elkhart Christian, if they can do what Tippy Valley did last night and really get us trapped and freak our girls out, I think that'd be good for them, because our girls don't normally freak out, but like they did last night when they got trapped, when they had a dead ball, and communication for both teams, because when you have someone coming up behind you and you don't know it and you have the ball, your teammates need to tell you. And when you have a screen coming at you, you need to talk it out and say switch or do whatever you need to get back on track with that.
And that communication's huge, especially on either side of the basketball. When you need to switch or you're not going to be able to get there in time, you got to communicate where players are at and talk amongst yourselves, and make sure that the communication's there. Yeah, that intensity's big. I mean, for me, the girls have just got to be in a hurry. Can't get in a hurry. Don't panic. And play up to your brand of basketball. Don't play down to Elkhart Christians here tonight. I think the girls tonight, they have the capability. Last night they kind of got. I mean, getting beat like that last night, I think was a wake-up call for this group. I mean, yeah, they are talented. They were on a hot streak. But sometimes that humbling moment, losses will do that for it to you and kind of gauge you back to where you need to be. I mean, granted, that wasn't a conference loss. That wasn't a bi-county loss. That wasn't a sectional loss. It was a regular season game. And big thing for me is how are you going to respond here tonight?
Right.
You know, Elkhart Christian, yeah, their record's not quite. I mean, 1-7, unfortunately for them on this year. They got to win against South Bend Career Academy, but yet they're not going away. They're still battling through games, even though things don't quite work. You look at Jimtown; they lost 53-42, and in other games they're putting points up. Defensively, they're allowed about 45, but I think for the Trojans here today, get off to a hot start. I think what's going to be the big thing: come out, hit those first few shots, heat up, and kind of get yourself to pull away in this one. And Triton is favored in this game, but yet this is a group that does the work. I mean, we saw a player last night put in the work after the game.
Yep.
You know, and these girls here, they want to be successful, and they want to put the work in to be successful. I think that's what makes this team really special. So up next, we got two teams looking to get back the win column. The Eagles are looking to land their first road win, and for the Trojans, trying to figure out how they're going to respond and regroup following a tough loss last night. We'll get that answer next right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Hey, Robert, are you going to a game on Friday?
Yep, I've already got my ticket, Carrie, which we both know as Indiana High School Athletic Association Assistant Commissioners is much more than a ticket.
It's so much more. When you go to a high school sporting event, you're making a contribution to your community.
That's right. The proceeds from ticket sales go right back to your school's athletic department to help pay for things like facility maintenance and officiating crews.
And just by being there, you're encouraging the student athletes in your community to achieve their goals.
They need that encouragement. They need high school sports in their lives.
They really do, because they teach important life lessons like how to be.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Great day for basketball. Now at this time, can you please stand and face our flag? Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we will honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Big Blue Switch. Number 4, Karen Yates. Number 10, Jolie Grove. Number 12, Jocelyn Faulkner. Number 14, Kinsey Atkins. And number 34, Addison Beard. Triton is coached by Kennedy Kroll and assisted by Lindsay Shively. Our official.
We good? All right, the starting lineup's out there for both teams. As out there for Elkhart Christian, you'll have Myatt, number 5, number 20, Adeline Russell, number 3, Camille Annan, number 10, Allison Russell, number 24, Ellie Liggett. Had to relearn the numbers here. We learned that post here right before the tip-off. It's Triton's usual 5 of Yates, Faulkner, Atkins, Veers, and Groves, the 5 out there for them. Yates works right to Faulkner. Feeds down lows to Veers. Banks, Bankus open for Addison Veers. Triton going to put on a little bit of a trap here. As Russell drives, goes through, and Faulkner knocks it away.
Good defense there by Jocelyn to really read that offense.
That was a good opening basket for Addison Veers. They really led her well down in the lane. And into inbound. Taking a while, just gets it off. That one knocked out of bounds, they'll stay right here. And that'll send back down to Russell now to inbound. Goes to Annan in the corner. Thought about the baseline jumper. Kinsey Atkins, nice defense to shut it off. Russell now works it back on top to the other Russell. Now to number 5, Myatt. Annan loses control, regains possession. Goes in the corner. Feeds down to Liggett now on the baseline. She'll kick it back. Annan for 3 in the lead. Can't get that one to go. Rebound goes to Taryn Yates.
That was good ball movement.
Veers all by herself, up and in. Triton opens up to a 4-point lead. Adeline Russell pushing it up as Annan with the basketball now on top of the key. On to Ott on the left side. On top to Russell. Russell to Russell in that connection. Annan up top of the key, show retreat, and let the offense take shape again. No look pass over to Russell over here on the near side. Down to Russell in the corner. And Yates trying to take it away. Couldn't quite get control back of it. Russell feeds out to Allison Russell now, and as Annan will drive. And a travel call as they'll turn it over. Yates now to bring it up. Atkins wanting the ball in the corner all by herself. Couldn't quite get it in time. Veers now stops. Steps into a 2. Can't get that one off the front iron. Faulkner knocks it away and it'll go out of bounds.
That was a good try, but their defense really stuck to their person and stopped it.
I just don't think Taryn quite saw Kinsey Atkins open on the right wing over there. As Russell gets in the corner, Atkins now working with her. Atkins fighting for it, and a jump ball call. And it'll stay right here with the Eagles. As that'll send Maya Ott, the 5'7" sophomore, to inbound. Throws along the baseline, tip by Faulkner as Russell feeds it to Liggett, and then it's blocked by Veers. Yates in transition. Down to Veers, goes up and in the lane. So Yates with the assist.
Timeout. That was a good cut by Addison, really cut hard and get an open lane there.
That's kind of, really working that down the post there is, they really don't quite, Liggett's a real only person the size of 5'11", and she can kind of roam the posts a little bit more and kind of plays away from the basket. So I think it's a good move to feed it down to Veers.
I think she's going to be one of our top assets this game.
And after last night, she was the team's leading scorer last night, but she'd rather have that W, and she'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, that was a tough one last night. Oh.
Did you get the rosters figured out?
Yeah, but all the numbers were not what we were sent. None of the numbers were right.
Oh, okay.
So we had to readjust numbers on the fly here. So from what I studied last night, I'm going to have to relearn everything here quickly. So Triton will come back with that full court press. So throw Veers, Faulkner, and Atkins. Or excuse me, Yates, Faulkner, and Atkins up alongside. Veers was back by herself deep in the post. Ott will try a 2 out of the timeout and off the mark. Yates with the rebound. Up to Atkins now. She'll feed it right back to Yates. To Groves here on the near side. Groves puts on the floor left. Stop is on the brakes. Now to Atkins up top the key. Yates on the right wing. Feeds it down to Veers again. Up and in. Addison Veers has got 8 points. A timeout for the Eagles, using back-to-back timeouts here in the first quarter. So try and open up to an 8-point lead. You know, Elkhart Christian kind of trying to find their identity there. Can't be loose with the basketball. You know, this is a, you know, they're taking a couple of nice shots. I mean, you see Ott, it was a good quality shot, and you saw Liggett try one there in the line in lane 2. They're still trying to find their groove, but you can't wait too long, because you try and get a hold of things, they'll take off in a hurry.
Yeah, and that's Taryn and Kinsey. They notice Addison down in the basket, and they just feed it right to her. They don't worry about shooting those threes. They feed it right to her, and she banks it in.
Take the higher percentage shot there. And goes back to Ott, tipped by Faulkner, and Trojans force a turnover. Atkins with the up fake, leaves it for Yates in the corner. Yates throws that one kind of behind Veers, and Groves there to bail her out. Faulkner on the left wing, goes back to Yates, who gets caught by Annan. I think we're going to jump ball call, stays right here with the Trojans.
I thought there would have been a travel there before the jump ball call.
Kind of what I was thinking too. Could have been, but either way. Kinsey Atkins for 3. Can't get that one, go off the side iron. Yates with the rebound. Yates picks up her dribble, feeds it to Veers in the post. Veers puts on the floor, and a blocking foul now coming on the Eagles.
My grandma's texting me to talk louder. She must be listening to me.
Put your mic closer to your mouth.
Okay.
There you go.
Elkhart foul, number 3, and their first team.
Atkins in the corner for 3 off the side iron, just short of the mark. Elkhart Christian in transition. Goes to Russell, now back down to Liggett. She goes up, can't get it to go. And it's a fight for the basketball as Russell comes away with it. Ott now down the baseline, knocked away by Faulkner. She controls possession, picks up her dribble. Now caught in the corner. Back on top to Russell, who goes to the other Russell, now on to Annan. And that one in and out for Russell. Elkhart Christian still trying to get that first field goal to drop. Atkins in transition for 3, puts it in.
Wide open shot there for Kinsey. That was good. Taryn saw way to see Kinsey and got that shot.
And Yates with another assist in this ball game. Coming into this one, 71 assists, leading the team in assists here this season. Knows how to set up her teammates well. Coach Goon not happy with his Eagles. Season his second season. Last season 6-14. So they're trying to get things kind of built back up. This Elkhart Christian team, I mean, they got some talent. They got some athletes. We'll see how they can grow here as Yates.
They've got 2 seniors and the rest are sophomore and freshmen, so they've still got some time to work with those girls.
So, I mean, that's one thing, you know, you got to grow, especially when you don't have quite as deep of a bench. It's kind of hard to, how do you work with that? Now, who's number 2? Keely Smith is number 12.
For the Lady Eagles, number 2, Abby Kraus, and number 12.
So Abby Kraus, number 2, she'll check in. Is Anna now in the corner, working it back on top. Goes to Kraus. Up to Russell. Russell drives. Picks up her dribble, feeds it back, and Yates takes it away, and she continues possession on the far sideline. Triton forcing 4 turnovers here in the first quarter. Down to Veers, up and in. Addison Veers with 10 points here in the first quarter.
Let's see if she can pass her 34 tonight.
Allison Russell splitting the defenders, loses control of the basketball. It's
Ooh,
Faulkner trying to throw it back.
that was a good cut.
Russell now in the corner. It's back to Annan. Yates works against her. Annan kicks on over to Kreft. One more pass to Allison Russell in the corner. And Kinsey Atkins reaching in and forcing the jump ball. It'll stay right here. Not as quiet as a packed house as we've seen the last few nights.
No.
But still got the Trojan fans showed up. And Elkhart Christian with some of their fans showing up as well. As Annan shoots in the lane, and she'll draw the foul.
That foul's going to be on number 14, Kinsey Atkins. That's her first, team's first.
Didn't really see Kinsey in down there. All I saw, couldn't see her. Annan out of the line. Our first free throw attempts of the ball game. The senior gets the first one to drop. Good patience there. Now they're on the board. As Anna now misses the second one. Krause calling out. She wants to guard Kinsey Atkins as Groves now in the corner. Back to Faulkner on top to Yates. She'll drive. Yates penetrates to the lane, up and in. So Yates read that seam well and walked her way right all the way in. Allison Russell with it now, pushing it past the half-court line in a hurry. Turbo's on and gets the roll.
That was a good play. Glad Addison kept her feet planted and didn't draw that foul, but
Atkins puts on the brakes. Veers calling forward down low. Feeds it there, and Yates couldn't quite corral it. Triton's second turnover of the ball game. Yates knocks it away, goes up and in with the steal in the basket.
Steal and the basket for Karen Yates.
And Triton coming in like last night, no points off turnovers. First time this season they haven't got any points off of turnovers. Triton forces another one. Yates all by herself. Puts on the brakes, waits patiently, and puts it in.
really waiting for that defense to settle down.
And you know, that's one thing, that court awareness, kind of knowing where the pressure's coming from. Patient, knew she wasn't in a, no need to be in a hurry. Russell, catch and shoot jumper on the way, off the mark. Kylie Smith, that one goes out of bounds.
That's what got the best of us last night, is not slowing down. We went way too fast. Well, tried to go way too fast.
Russell to inbound from their own baseline. Annan free throw jumpers on the way. Back iron too strong. Veers with the rebound. Up to Atkins. Feeds it high to Faulkner, and she gets the bunny shot to drop.
Johnson and Faulkner with the assist from Atkins.
47 seconds to go. Here's the Trojans putting up 21 points, and Atkins forcing the jump ball call, and she'll force the turnover there. Kinsey Atkins hungry for the basketball here this evening. A couple jump balls she's been in there on to force.
Now, what do you call that one, a live jump ball or a dead jump ball?
I would call it a live because it was during the play.
Or not jump ball.
Turnover.
That's what I meant
was going to say, I was like.
Because it stopped the clock, but it was during a play.
This is true. Russell Cotton Faulkner fights for the jump ball. 28.5 seconds to go. Yates getting that last basket. She's got 8 points here in the first quarter. As Maya Ott looking to check back in. She'll rotate in for Annan. Camille Annan will come out. One of those two seniors. Adeline Russell, the other one, number 20. She'll go to inbound. Back to Ott, catch and shoot jumper on the way, gets the roll. Yates pushing it up to Atkins all by herself, alone for three. Back iron too strong, rebound goes to Faulkner. Feeds it back to Atkins, up and in. Good find there from Faulkner, but a lot of points coming off of the assists here in this first quarter. 3 seconds now. Russell
Looking
splits
for
at the fimber.
holes.
She'll throw at the buzzer low, and then it'll be off the mark.
Looking for those holes is going to be crucial.
Before I forget, since I messed up last night, it's on the second quarter for the stats. So
Oh, Andy.
it was one of those nights last night. So Elkhart Christian is who the Trojans host tonight. Then they'll be hosting Casson, be at Jimtown, Pioneer, and Bremen to round out, or at Jimtown and at Pioneer next week. And then they'll host Bremen to round out the year. And then Elkhart Christian, they've got 3 more games. They'll be at Westfield. There's 2-game road trip. Then host Clinton Christian, then at Argus to round out the year. And another conference matchup as they're part of that Hoosier Plains Conference that was just formed last year. So a lot of teams, we faced a lot of those teams. And
Yeah, I didn't know that there was a new conference.
yeah.
Wasn't told.
Well, did you not listen to the broadcast last year?
Not much.
Well, she just shows up and you see this, didn't even watch
Hey,
last
I
year's
watch
broadcast.
them now. Now I watch them.
Oh, you're doing a fine job, Anna.
Well, last year I just went to the games because Dad was always going.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not like you had to go real far.
Right. True.
So if you're down there for Coach Carl, what are you telling your girls down there to keep working on?
Don't play down to Elkhart Christian, and keep up the intensity that they're having. But like, don't play down, and pay attention to what you can do. For like being able to read their defense and figure out what you can do, and reading their offense and figure out what you can do on defense.
And I think that's a good point there. You know, the confidence being like right there, continue to feed each other the ball. I think that was my big thing is they really worked the basketball together well. You saw points off assists, points off turnovers, and that aggressiveness but they're harnessing and they're not being so aggressive where they're being out of control.
Right.
And, you know, for Elkhart Christian, they're moving the ball. They just need a few of those shots to drop, 2 of 8 inside the arc.
There's only 1 foul for each team and that's the least I've seen in the first quarter. Usually we play a lot more aggressive, but tonight we're really slowing things down.
Speaking of aggressive, Kinsey Atkins has just been all over the place, knocking that basketball away. She's had she's had a steal or so here in this first half, and then she's fighting for about every jump ball every time she gets anywhere near the basketball. Kylie Smith waits for Ott, hands it off to her. She'll lose that one up to Yates in transition. Yates, cruise control, up and in.
Kinsey's one of those players that it doesn't matter how tall she is, she's still going to be so super aggressive.
You know, and like I tell her all the time, she plays like she's 6'4".
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I like that because Kinsey's a tough player. She works hard, just like all these girls out here. I mean, all these girls have a lot of good talents. And Atkins again for 3, speaking to her. And Veer's reaching out that wingspan with a rebound and basket there for her. Timeout for Coach Kroll.
Quick chat with her girls.
You know, one thing with this group, you know, with Coach Kroll, I think they've done so well is their communication when they come into a timeout. I mean, she's got their attention, and quickly, you know, the first-year head coach, you kind of get that feeling out period, but the chemistry with her, I mean, she didn't have a whole lot of time.
Right.
But the chemistry with her and these girls in a hurry, that's extremely impressive.
Yep.
You know, and that kind of speaks to what Adam Heckerman set up here for his time as head coach and how these girls work together and the communication, just being part of a team. And I think that was a good group for Coach Kroll to kind of cut her teeth on as a coach. She's done a great job this year. That doesn't take anything away. I mean, these girls here, that style of play, that up-tempo, and, you know, that they're going to be aggressive. And I like it. But for Elkhart Christian, Coach Goon, they're trying to find their rhythm here. You know, this is a group that's still working. Yeah, their team isn't as deep or anything like that. But this is a group that if they keep showing up and putting the work in, there's some pieces there where this is a team that can be extreme, that can really make some teams sweat.
Right.
Pass just a little bit too outside for Liggett there. So they'll turn it over. Atkins walks into a 3, up and in. Kinsey Atkins just strolled her way to the top of the key and got that one to go. Triton 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. Annan hops into that one, and Veers gets the rebound. Faulkner over to Atkins. She'll try another three. Back iron, too strong. Annan with the rebound.
She's been wanting to make another one from over there. Another buzzer beater.
One of the very few I've got to call. 2-point shot up off the mark from Russell. As Yates looking to push it up the floor, directing Atkins. And top to Veers, catch and shoot jumper, deep two, back iron. Jolie Groves with the rebound. Maya with a nice play to force the jump ball off the rebound. And Emily Bugg and Jenna Bulis will both check in, as Faulkner and Groves will get a break.
Number 20, Jenna Bulis.
Well, some post-game interviews here tonight.
I'm hoping.
Oh, well, they don't get a choice.
I know.
You better make sure you got your questions all rounded up for them.
I got it.
All right. Annan in the corner now, gets caught. Nice trap there by Bugg. And Atkins, as Bulis knocks it away, she'll step out of bounds.
I might have to do the interview tomorrow night. I got a question for Groves.
Well, there you go. Well, hey, you've heard me ask questions. I mean, you've been doing this long enough. I mean,
Well, it's not a serious question.
well, you can ask questions.
Change it up a little bit. Doesn't always have to be about the game.
No. Oh, and Annan thought she might have went over and back. It went off of a Trojan. As Russell kicks it back to Annan, she'll drive. Goes with the runner in the lane, up and in. She'll get her first field goal to go. Back to Yates on Emily Bugg here on the near side. Bugg has been playing extremely well down there in the JV, earning some playing time, working herself into the rotation. Atkins catch and shoot jumper off the glass, no good. Bank is closed, and Liggett gets the rebound.
I didn't even see Kinsey down there. I was like, who's that pass going to? And then I saw Kinsey come out of nowhere.
Kinsey's like, she's got that disappearing act. She just disappears and then she just reappears and boom, she's there.
I don't know how she does it.
She does it up here too. 1 minute there's nobody sitting next to me, and the next minute she's sitting right there talking to me, and I didn't even know she was there. Now toss goes out of bounds.
Substitution for the Lady Eagles, number 10, Allison Russell.
On to Bulis on the right wing, back on top to Yates. And DeVere's now in the corner. As Kinsey works with the screen right, goes back to Yates. She'll thought about the three. No look pass to Bulis. And Yates wanted that pass down the post, wasn't there. Triton being patient with the ball. This goes to Yates in the corner. Yates went to Bulis in the corner. Works to the screen from Bugg. Back to Atkins. She'll try another three. Puts it in.
When Kinsey gets fired up, she can make just about anything.
3 3-pointers for her in the game. That puts her up to 11. Try kind of settling back in their defense. As the Eagles look to kind of use some clock here, which, 10-2 they're scoring, putting up 2 points here in this quarter. Trying to let their offense see what opportunity they can put out there as trying to work that basketball. Because when they get some time and get a good look, they've got potential to make them. Good aggressive play there by Atkins. A nice play by the Eagles to recover as Russell's jumper off the mark. Veers gets the rebound. Yates finds Atkins in the corner. Nice feed down to Veers, but Liggett knocks it away, and Veers steps on the baseline, and Triton turns it over. As Macy Hensley and Jocelyn Faulkner will check in. As Emily Bugg and Addison Veers will come out. So Macy, she's been really putting in the work down there in the post. She's starting to get stronger each game. I mean, you see her in the JV game. She's got some nice moves, just trying to hone in her skill set. She'll be a good varsity player in the next couple of years to keep an eye on. And then you'll have her and Addison Veers.
If you get her and Addison Veers down there, it's like the Twin Towers.
That'll be Yeah.
Both tall, be able to get a bunch of rebounds.
Down to Russell. She goes up, and she'll draw the foul.
That foul's going to be on number 20, Jenna Bulis. It's her first, team second.
There's only 3 fouls here in this second quarter, so a lot of discipline.
That's crazy.
You don't see everybody making a lot of unnecessary contact. Annan's first free throw drops. She's got 4, hitting 2 of 3 from the free throw line. She gets set for her 4th free throw here. As Kylie Smith and Abby Krause look to check in. Second one goes. Handle the pressure well from the row of students over there.
I'm not even going to say anything
Okay.
about those kids.
Okay, well, hey, they're just having a good time.
Oh, I know. They like having fun, that's for sure.
Well, you got to. Taking advantage of those free
games, yeah.
Free games this season. Yates catch and shoot jumper from the baseline, puts it in, and Taryn Yates having herself a game with 12 points. And Faulkner again with another assist. Trojans seeing the floor extremely well. As Russell kind of has to throw it in the lane there as Annan will travel and turn over the ball. As Atkins goes inbound, leaves it for Faulkner. As Triton's 21 points put up there 25 points put up there in the first quarters, their most points in a quarter this season. In the first quarters, Yates that one off the mark.
Again, I didn't see her. Her and Taryn and Kinsey,
Right
they
there.
come out of nowhere.
And Kinsey comes out of nowhere. She's in transition, puts on the floor, and Anna knocks it away. All right, Jenna Bulis now to inbound. Back to Yates. Down to Bulis. She'll put on the floor. Goes up strong. Nice move by Jenna Bulis, but couldn't quite get the roll. And in the corner now to Adeline Russell. Back to Annan. Baseline jumper on the way. Gets the roll. Annan putting up some points. She's got 7 for the team. Yates goes on over to Bulis. Back to Yates. She'll drive. Annan gets a hand in there and knocks it away. Back to Atkins. Finds Bulis and is trying to work here with 42 seconds to go here in the first half. Atkins for 3. Can't get that one to go too strong. They're going to get a push off on the rebound.
That foul's going to be on number 20, Jenna Bulis. That's her second, team's third.
Her second, third team foul.
You know, these Eagles improving each quarter. I mean, they're putting up more points in this quarter here. So they're playing extremely. They're starting to kind of get themselves figured out here.
Yep.
Alan Russell in the corner. Looking for Kylie Smith down there. Down the low block, not there. It's Russell to Russell in that interchange. Back on top, Krause. She'll try a 3. Puts it in.
That was a good shot.
That was a line drive, but boy, it worked. 10 seconds ago as Atkins will leave it for Yates. 7 seconds now, Atkins on the right wing. Back on top to Yates. Yates directing traffic. Got to go in a hurry here. Back to 2 seconds. Atkins at the buzzer. Puts it in!
Again, that's 4.
With the
4
buzzer.
beaters.
40% for her shooting from the floor. And that'll do it for halftime. 40-14 is our score. As Triton leads. Uh-oh, that didn't go right.
Oh, I was like, are they not going to the locker room? They just sat on the bench. I was like, what are we doing?
I just want to take a break.
I guess.
So a quick first half. So Ryan, I think they'll be pushed over there in just a moment.
Would like to remind everybody tomorrow night at the boys' game, Santa will be here.
Isn't he here right now?
Well, so why don't you go ahead? The stats are over there. Sophie, go ahead.
Well, Triton hasn't been to the line yet. Elkhart's 3 of 4 from the 2-point range. Triton's 14 of 20. Elkhart 4 of 13. From beyond the arc, Triton's 4 of 11. Elkhart's 1 of 3. And Triton has 4 turnovers, and Elkhart has 14 turnovers. For the Eagles, scoring-wise, Annan has 7, Kraus 3, Ott 2, and Russell 2. And the Lady Trojans, Kenzie Atkins 14, Taryn Yates 12, Addison Veers 12, and Jocelyn Faulkner 2.
It's about 9 minutes. We'll be back here after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA. This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Come and see me play. Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
All right, welcome back, everyone, as Triton leads here 40-14 at the start of the third quarter. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside Anna McIntyre and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. As these two teams take the floor, the starting five for the Eagles out there. Start of the game, and Maya Ott, Adeline Russell, Camille Annan, Allison Russell, and Ellie Liggett. And Triton, of course, will send the five of Addison Veers, Kinsey Atkins, Jocelyn Faulkner, Taryn Yates, and Jolie Groves all take the floor. And the Eagles will start with the basketball. Showed some improvement there in the second quarter, putting up 9 points.
Good job. You changed quarters.
Yeah, I caught it. See, I'm doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
And on the right side, back on top. Allison Russell working on over here to Ott. She put on the floor and loses control from over, regains possession, goes up with the runner off the glass, and they strike first here in the second half. She's got 4 points on 2 of 3 shooting. Atkins thought about it, goes back to Yates, trying to feed down low, and Liggett forces the turnover. Anna with a power dribble, retreats back, goes to Russell on the right side, back down to Annan, goes up and can't get it to go. Veers rips down the rebound.
That was a good play, though.
Faulkner in transition, pushing it up to Atkins in the corner. Veers calling for it. Nice feed by Atkins up and in for Addison Veers. She's got 14. Triton yet again scoring off assists. Triton running that box and one defense. And a deep two on the way. Back iron no good. Odd up off the mark. Yates surveying the floor, goes to Faulkner on the left side. And Yates couldn't quite corral it, and Triton turns it over. 2 turnovers coming out of the halftime locker room here for the Trojans, who that third quarter has not been a friend of them. Only 8 points on average they put up per game in the third quarter. That third quarter is their Achilles. Just for some reason, just can't quite get it going in a hurry. And Atkins knocks it away, but that one goes out of bounds.
They say your first and third quarter should be your best quarters.
And their first, second, and fourth quarters are all really good.
Just not their third, I guess.
You know, their third quarter, their best game was Trinity Greenlawn, where they put up 17 points, put up 16 against Knox in the third quarter. They're looking to improve each game. Jump ball, and the Trojans take back over. Groves now to inbound. As Goon having a word with his assistant coaches, trying to explain who he wants to see on the floor. It's Groves on the right side, trying to feed down low. Liggett knocks it away and forces another turnover for Triton here. Three here in the second half. Back to Annan. She'll try a 3. Puts it in. And the Eagles coming out with a 5-0 run. Or 5 points put up here. As they got 19. Kind of firing out of the halftime locker room. Skip pass by Veers onto Yates. Short of the mark, couldn't quite catch the rim. Up to Russell. Atkins knocks it away, and they're going to call a foul.
That was going to be on number 14, Kinsey Atkins. It's her second, team's first. She must have got her hand there.
Must have got a little bit more of the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
But nice job by her to run it down and take away the easy lay-in. As Russell can't quite get that one to go. They're 3 of 5 from the line. As Kylie Smith will check in, but Coach Kroll wants to have a word with her Trojans for this next free throw. I think it's more just settle down and, you work the ball just fine the first 2 quarters. Let's just pick that back up. Don't be afraid to move the ball. I think that's going to be the big thing is, like, when you move, see where you're going to go with it. Did you bump it? Just think, after Christmas break, we hopefully won't have to worry about this no more. As Orion's trying to get the scoreboard back to behaving itself. So see what the Blue Swish could do coming out of this timeout. Triton coming out of timeouts. Usually kind of picks up their play right after a timeout. I think Coach Carl just trying to get their attention. See what happens here is Allison Russell getting ready for her second free throw attempt. Kylie Smith, as we said, was checking in before the timeout there. And Russell gets that one to go. Yates now past the half-court line, directing traffic. Feeds it down to Veers, goes up and can't get that one. Bank is closed. And in transition, some fancy dribble moves to try to get freed up. Goes to Russell in the corner, off the mark. Atkins fighting for it, and she'll get the rebound. So the Eagles really focusing in on Addison Veers in the post. She'll come out to the corner for that one. Atkins on the left wing. Goes to Yates. Cross court, Atkins, she'll catch and shoot a three. Had to bring that one up from the floor. Veers fighting for it and gets the offensive board. Back to Atkins. To Yates up top. Crossover, she'll drive, pull up, jumper in the paint, is up and in. Yates has got 14. Yates, Atkins, and Veers all with 14 points in the ball game. Russell now. Trying to split the defenders and does. Hands it off to Annan, but we're going to get a travel on the Eagles. Had the right idea, just gotten a bit too big of a hurry down there.
I think coming out of halftime, they realized that they need to stay on Addison. And if Addison gets the ball, they're going to go straight to her.
You see right there as they drop right to her, but Yates appears in the low block, and she gets her 16th point of the ball game. And it past the half-court line, and a timeout for Elkhart Christian. So Elkhart Christian, only 4 wins in tournament history for them. But, like I said, this is a group, that we saw some boys teams be extremely successful a few years ago. And, and these girls teams, we saw them play volleyball. They were a tough group for volleyball. So, there's some talent there, some athleticism. And, if these girls here put that same work in, I imagine this could be a pretty tough basketball team in a couple of years.
Yeah, they've only got 2 seniors, and the others are freshmen and sophomores, so they're going to have some time to really work with those girls and get them to where they need to be.
And like I said, Coach Goon really down there talking with these girls, trying to get them fired up and really trying to instill that confidence in them. But this is a group that, like I said, resilient, Not having a deep bench, you got to be conditioned and have to have that will to show up, and they're really showing up. They're not backing down.
Nope.
So Triton will send their 5 back out. Lineup's unchanged for both teams. As Ott goes to inbound. I'll leave it for Russell, and she'll get it back, and she'll set the offense. Cross will check in next dead ball for the Eagles. Annan works on over here. Give and go there. Leaves it back. Good ball move for the Eagles here. As Ott goes up with a runner. Up, can't get it to go. Veers with the rebound.
Way to really look for that hole in our defense and get that pass down.
Veers now in the corner. Back on top to Yates. No look pass. Atkins alone in the corner for 3. Can't get that one to go. Trying to get her own rebound. But Russell comes away, though. Atkins trying to use that sideline.
And Atkins is going to foul, number 14. That's her 3rd, team second.
And Bulis and Ott will check in. I think Bulis is going to be checking in for Kinsey Atkins, and that's the substitution there as Adel and Russell will come out.
Substitutions for Elkhart Christian. Number 2, Abby Krause. And for Triton, number 20, Jenna Bulis.
Ott now up top the key, works on over to Kylie Smith. Down to Annan, back on top. Up fake. Good patience there by Russell, and couldn't quite get it to go, and Yates gets the rebound. Yates going to feed Veers down low, will go up, blocked by Annan. Russell with the ball on the right wing. Goes in the corner to Kraus. Back to Russell. She'll pick up her dribble, feeds it right back to Ott. Deflects it back to her. Annan with the catch and shoot jumper off the mark. Jolie Groves gets the rebound. A jump. They call a jump ball?
No foul. Looks like that's going to be on number 3, Annan. That's her second, team's first.
So Bug now to inbound. She checks in for Jolie Groves. So Groves, Yates, Faulkner, Veers, and Bulis the 5 as Liggett and Russell both looking to check in. And Annan, Adel and Russell will come out. The 2 seniors will get a break.
Number 20, Adeline Russell, and number 24, Ellie Liggett. For Triton, number 24, Emily Bug.
He's on the right wing. Goes to Emily Bug. Can't leave her open either. She can hit some threes. Yates the up fake. Drives, retreats back to the corner. Goes on to Bulis. Bulis over to Bug. Pass fake goes on over to Yates. Bulis now on the right wing. Good defense by Kraus. She's kind of all over the place. Bug now on the left wing. Fears in the corner. Skip pass on over to Yates on the right side. She'll drive. Leans into another jumper. Can't get that one to go. Bulis fighting for it, and Elkhart Christian comes away with the rebound. Yates gets it right back, up and in.
Steal and the bucket for Karen Yates.
And Veers gets back up all smiles. Said her ponytail got stepped on. Oh, those
Isaiah.
JV or those student section boys over there, I tell you, they're having fun.
That's all that matters, right?
That's all that matters.
Until it gets to be too much.
Well, at times. It's okay, they're still in high school. As long as it's not an adult doing it, we're okay.
Yeah.
Kraus goes to Ott. She'll try the 2. Off the mark. Liggett with the putback. Blocked by Yates. Liggett with another putback and gets it to go.
Rebound and bucket for Ellie Liggett.
Yates now with the basketball. Both teams putting up 8 points here in this third quarter. Bug feeds it to Bulis on the left elbow. Quick feed back. And Ott tries to come away with it. Bet she'll feel that one in the morning. She might have skinned her knee there. Macy Hensley checks in for Addison Veers, and Annan will check in for Ott.
Number 40, Macy Hensley.
No look pass to Bug. Hensley now with it. Just checked in. Yates now outside the 3-point line, looking across to Bug. Bug up top the key, inside 50 seconds to go, about 42. Goes to Faulkner on the right wing. Triton working the clock here. Goes to Macy Hensley. Only Bug with a nice inlet pass. Down to the post and off the mark, and then Triton will turn it over. Elkhart Christian will turn it right back. So 18 and a half seconds. Well, he might end with a dead even scoring output. As the Eagles playing extremely well here in this third quarter. It's Triton averaging those 8 points. Up high. Yates trying to walk the baseline. Feeds it to Emily Bug. Up, no good. Kraus with the rebound. She'll lose it out of bounds. And he'll stay right here with Elkhart Christian. Up high, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Triton leads 48-22. Do it first so Anna doesn't make fun of me.
Oh, change the quarters. Good job, Andy.
We got it. Doesn't happen often, but is Tyson taking a nap down there?
Where's he at?
Down here by the doors. Oh, he's been around. He's good.
He's awake.
I was a little worried down here. He's taking a nap. That's not a place you want to take a nap at. I'm just saying.
Wait for a ball to come straight at his head. He's got hair. It'll protect his head. Sometimes.
Well, hey.
I've seen him fall to the ground, smack his head so hard, gets up like nothing happened. It's his hair, I'm telling you.
I mean, he's just that tough, too. You know? He's just that tough. I'd have to lay there for a moment and collect my thoughts before I got back up.
Make sure you don't say anything stupid, Andy.
I was trying to try to work things out, you know. I mean, make sure we don't have to. Make sure everything's all there.
Tomorrow night, the 3rd and 4th grade boys will be playing at halftime of the varsity game, and I believe between games, Rick said they're going to be introduced, the players of the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th.
Fun.
So it'll be a fun night tomorrow night halftime.
Juice boxes and fruit snacks.
Hey, just pass them out. I'm telling you what, those kids the other night, they earned them. And those boys tomorrow night. Addison wanted to be on the floor, didn't even check in, just said, I'm just going to go out here anyways.
That's the thing. Kroll can be serious when she needs to be, but she also jokes around with the girls, which is nice.
That's good. You got to have
kind of fun.
But when she speaks, they listen. Let me tell you, they got some serious respect for her. Liggett in the corner, back on top to Russell. Leaves it back for Liggett, feeds it down to Annan. She'll lose it. Beals will come fight for it. And Triton will force a turnover on the jump ball.
It's either they listen to her or they have earpieces listening to us.
I hope they're not listening to me. I'm a little worried if they're listening to me.
Every time we say something, they do it.
No, mute me.
Oh. You know, I was always convinced that Abby Veers had an earpiece in. Because there was a few times during volleyball I started talking, she looked at me. Like she knew, like I'd said something, and she'd do the thing I just said. Like very next play. It was eerie. I was a little concerned. As Yates gets that one to go, she's got a game-high 20 points. There he goes. Anna now works it on over to Smith in the baseline. Back to the corner as they work it around the perimeter. Krause, quick pass to Liggett. Regains control. Savvy Krause, the freshman, she's got some heat on when she passes that ball now. And Anna couldn't quite control as Yates will kick on the turbo button, but here comes Alan Smith and knocks it out of bounds.
Like I said, communication. If someone's coming up behind you and your teammates don't let you know, that's going to happen.
And that's, like you said, big thing. Communication. It's key. Yates directing traffic. Goes to Beals on the far side. Macy Hensley trying to get position down low. But Liggett strong in the post, and Faulkner goes down, but I think she's going to draw the foul.
That foul's going to be a number 3, and then that's her 3rd, team 2nd.
So not a lot of fouls tonight.
No.
5.
A lot different for us.
5 and 3. As Kinsey Atkins and Danica Coots will check in.
Substitution for Triton, number 14, Kinsey Atkins.
As Coots will go to inbound as Faulkner will come out.
And number 22, Danica Coots.
See what Danica can do here.
She's hit a couple threes in the JV game.
Yeah, she can hit from the outside. Yates steals it, goes back up and misses that one. And in transition, banks open. She's got a team high 12. Yeah, you know, I think we're going to see some JV players here tonight. I mean, like I said, Danica, she can catch and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
She can be lethal with given time.
Yep.
But yeah, but Coach Goon down there having a fun conversation. He sent her 2-foot stop and telling her exactly what she did right down there. I like it. It looks like a fun little huddle down there. Goon looks like he'd be a fun guy to play for. Jason in only his 2nd season. Those girls were really enjoying. He was telling her what she did right down there at the jump. Stopped to the 2 feet and then she shot and collected herself. That was a good play there by Annan.
That was.
Triton coming out of the timeout. Atkins, Bug, Hensley, Kuntz, and Yates the 5. Ott, Krause, Annan, and both Adeline and Allison Russell, the 5 out there for the Eagles. Triton got out early with a 25-5 first quarter, and then 15 points put up in that second quarter, kind of put it where we're kind of at. Both teams have been dead even in scoring here in the second half, putting up 10 points. Yates on the right side, back to Atkins on the right wing. Atkins will try a three, coming off the bench, short of the mark. Danica Kuntz gets the rebound. Goes to that, feeds it away. Emily Bugg still has it. Back to Atkins, tries to feed down a Bug, and Annan forces the turnover. Triton with 9 turnovers in the ball game. Hot pass from Annan to Russell. So they work around the perimeter, and they're going to get a foul call.
That foul is going to be on number 40, Macy Hensley. That's her first, team's third.
Team 6th of the ball game. It's non-fouling. As Addison Veers and Jolie Groves checks back in. 4 Triton's varsity players out there as Danica Kuntz filling in that 5th spot.
Number 10, Jolie Groves.
I guess varsity regulars should say. Yates knocks it away. She'll take off in transition. Russell trying to stop it, but Yates with cruise control and puts it in. She's got a game-high 22. Russell now working out top. She'll go down to Adeline Russell, goes back to Annan. Good ball movement. Finds Allison Russell, she'll go in the lane. Feeds it back to Adeline Russell. Good feed there off the mark. She'll corral the rebound, kicks it back to Ott. Good ball move by the Eagles as Annan goes with the runner and gets another one to go. So Annan with 14 for the Eagles. Having herself a pretty good game. Kuntz goes to Veers in the corner, back on top. Veers calling for it. The Eagles just making sure Addison Veers doesn't get the ball. Veers outside the three-point line. He's trying to work in some clock here. Veers will try a three. Can't get that one off the. Oh, I'm sorry, Yates will try a three. They got me to fall asleep. I'm sorry.
You saw Tyson napping over there.
I saw Tyson. I got concerned. Veers was really trying to get position. Is what I was trying to get my thought across there, but she was really trying to find position down there. But Anna doing a good job down the low block on her.
And even their bench is saying like, "Hey, you've got someone behind you that's open and can get the ball and shoot." And our bench has been pretty quiet tonight, actually. I'm surprised. Usually our bench is pretty rowdy.
I think they can get pretty noisy down there. Three-pointer on the way from Russell. Puts it in. She's got 6. Right now the Eagles outscoring the Trojans 7-4 here in the fourth quarter. Yates now on the baseline, goes up, can't get that one to go, and knocked out of bounds.
Ooh.
It's still not out on Veers. It looked like Matt Ott and I got a piece of that one.
That's what I thought, but I can't see it from down there. I wouldn't know.
It's all right. We got our vantage point. Yep. Carl making everybody move down so she can take a rare seat during a ball game.
That's different.
I don't think I've seen her sit down while a game is going on all season.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen her sit down during a varsity game.
Russell now goes back to Annan in the corner, back down to Russell, working against Veers. Jolie Groves knocks it away.
I think she's kind of just letting her girls take the reins and show her what they can do.
As Ott looks to inbound. Goes up high to Annan. She'll try a three off the inbound. Can't get that one to go. Yates elevates, and Veers helps her get the rebound. Kuntz now works it back to Yates. Back to Kuntz. Feeds it down to Veers. Veers with the post move. Fadeaway jumper off the far iron. Too strong. And Annan gets the rebound. Triton shooting 59% from inside the arc. Zot's shot off the mark.
Julie read that shot well and got that rebound.
Veers goes up and in transition. She's got 16. And Faulkner looks to check back in.
It's like she almost had to double check her number. She looked at her jersey. She doesn't know what number she is. She's going to get mad at me for saying that.
That one's on you, not me. I wouldn't want to make her mad. I've seen her play defense.
Oh, you make her mad, you're done.
That's why I'm not going to make her mad.
I
That
can
one's
make
on.
her mad.
Hey, that one's on you.
Oh, I can make her mad. I don't care.
Anna with a nice move, and which will get tied up in a foul call coming on the Trojans.
Ooh, 14. Kinsey Atkins, that's her 4th. Team's 4th. She's got to be careful.
Faulkner will check in for Yates. I believe Taryn Yates will take her first break of the night.
Curls back up. She doesn't want to sit anymore.
Didn't last long. Like I said, I don't think I've seen her sit in live game action all year. And a travel call on the Eagles. But you know what? Even though they're down on the board, you got to give this Elkhart Christian team some props. They could have just not shown up and not kept playing, but they continue to fight. And right now, outscoring the Trojans here in the second half. Faulkner in the corner. Back to Atkins, goes to Jolie Groves. Goes to Kuntz in the corner. Deep 2 on the way for Danica Kuntz, and she puts it in.
Danica Kuntz for 2.
Gets her first varsity points.
Looks like we got Sydney King going to check in for us. And Emily Bugg.
And in for 2 off the mark. Faulkner with the rebound. To Kinsey Atkins, she'll try another 3. Off the mark there. Now stay right here with the Trojans as
It almost looked like the wind kind of took that one because I thought it was going in and then it all of a sudden took a last-second curve.
sometimes that happens to you. Anna Severes comes out, and she'll finish the night with 16 points on 8 of 13 shooting inside the arc.
Deep 2 by Jocelyn.
Jocelyn Faulkner for 2.
She's got 4 tonight. Like I said, there's some bright spots here for this Trojan team. They're just going to get better. They want to get better. That's the other thing. They want to learn and soak up all the knowledge they can and get better for not just for themselves, but for everybody else on the team. And a timeout for Elkhart Christian as Emily Bugg was about ready to knock down away. She comes with not all smiles. She was pretty aggressive,
she
but
a little bit.
That's all right. She was just making sure she held onto that ball extra tight.
Comes off the floor all smiles. She knows.
Always is.
She knows she did good.
I don't think I've ever seen her without a smile on her face. At least it's not often.
That's true. It's not often that you see her without a smile.
I like Emily's positive attitude all the time. And then
she's always got a positive attitude, always encouraging her teammates. That's one thing I really noticed at practice about her. She never fails, even if she's in a good mood or bad mood. She's always right there encouraging her teammates.
And outside of crawl, she's the only one I can hear in my headset. And I like that because Emma Hepper used to do that. I could hear. It could be the loudest place ever. There could be just noise among noise, but I could still hear Emma yelling and communicating and letting her team hear it. So Bulis, Bugg, Faulkner, Sydney King, and Danica Kuntz, the 5 out there for the Trojans here for the next 31 seconds. So Triton will improve to 8-4 on the season. Elkhart Christian will fall to 1-8. But like I said, this team here, if you're an Elkhart Christian fan, you got to be proud of your girls because they continued to battle, and they scored past what they averaged, around 27 points a game. So went 2 points over there. But yeah, they never backed down. Yeah, the first half was tough, but they got better in the second quarter. In the third quarter, they tied them up, put up 7 here in the fourth. But yeah, like I said, just keep cleaning things up, keep working. This Elkhart Christian team's has a bright future here this final push of the season. King now, back to Faulkner. Down goes behind Kuntz. On to Bugg now. Kuntz corrals it quickly on over to Faulkner. She loses it off her leg, but there's Jenna Bulis to back her up. 10 seconds to go as Danica Kuntz trying to run it down, sends it back in. Triton turns it over. Up and no good there for Russell. Emily Bugg gets the rebound, but taken away, and that'll do it. As Triton's going to win.
Well-fought game by both teams.
I'll let you go get our 2 interviewees, and we'll get things set up. I'll push the stats over, let Orion read those, and we'll get things set up and go do your thing.
I'm not sure if that's updated, is it? Okay, for team stats, Triton didn't make it to the free throw line, so they were perfect. Elkhart Christian was 4 of 6 from 2-point field goals. Triton 23 of 37. Elkhart 8 of 28 from beyond the arc. Triton 4 of 17. Elkhart 3 of 8. Turnovers, Triton had 10 to Elkhart's 23. Scoring for Elkhart Christian, Camille Annan 14, Allison Russell 6, Maya Ott 4, Abby Kraus 3, Ellie Liggett 2. And the Lady Trojans scoring, Taryn Yates had herself a game high and a career game high, 22 points. Addison Beers 16, Kenzie Atkins 14, Jocelyn Faulkner 4, Danica Kuntz 2. I believe we're going to have some post-game interviews here in a bit, so we'll see you right back here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Liggett, 2 points. Kraus, 3. Ott, 4. Allison Russell, 6. And leading to the Lady Eagles with 14, Camille Annan. For Triton, Kuntz, 2. Faulkner, 4. Atkins, 14. Veer, 16. With a game high 22 points, Taryn Yates.
Is your last thing Saturday girls game? Is that it? You know, nothing Saturday night, right? Or is there a guys game? Okay. Well, I just wanted to touch base with you after the week's done. I wish I could send you all the bloopers today. A kid took his shirt off and started to take his pants off.
I better mute this.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Okay, so we're here with Jolie Groves and Kinsey Atkins. So we're going to ask another fun question. If you could have one person on the team pick your pet, who would it be and why?
I would choose Kinsey because we have the same taste in pets because we both have fat cross-eyed cats.
Kinsey?
Mine would probably be Jolie because she's the only one that I know that has a pet that nobody else would have.
Now, speaking of that, a pet that nobody else has, I didn't realize this till everybody started telling us. We were trying to find a topic that we knew you could elaborate on. What is that special pet you have at home? Because you got a couple different ones, right?
We have 2 sugar gliders and then 2 cats.
So what is a sugar glider?
It's like a flying squirrel that looks like a chipmunk kind of.
Okay, so it's not like a sugar packet that someone's just thrown across the room. It's actually an animal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But then the fat cross-eyed cats. Now, did they come from the same house? I mean, are these cats related somehow? I mean, how do cats get cross-eyed, Kinsey?
I have no idea.
You don't know. I mean, does your cat do anything? Because ours is lazy. I mean,
ours is lazy too.
I mean, when Danny got hers on the bet, which was not my choice. However, the cat, I said she had to kill at least one mouse to earn her one right in the house. The cat did it, and now she gets to stay. But so does your cat actually do anything, or is it just there?
He's caught a couple mice.
So we'll see. Okay. Well, I mean,
my cat just sleeps all day.
Just sleeps all day.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like Garfield in that aspect, right? Mm-hmm. Then did you have another one, or?
Oh well, who would you not let pick?
Or who would you not let take care of any of your pets?
Oh yeah, that's a good one, Andy. Who's not the pet person on the team?
I'm not sure. I don't know if anybody doesn't have any pets.
Well, I mean, not that they don't have pets. Like, you would not let that person come in and take care. Like, you're leaving for the weekend. This is the one person you will not let take care of your animals.
Teammate or coach?
Teammate or coach?
Coach, too.
I'd say Emily, because she might forget to come.
I was going to say Danica because she'd probably forget it was even there.
If you let Coach Tina take care of your animal, that by the time you get back, it's going to be in shape. The amount of time she's out running with Gabe, it's crazy.
Now, going back to Emily forgetting, that fits because technically you said those things are like kind of like a flying squirrel, and she's like that dog that sits there in a squirrel. She'll forget. I mean that kind of fits. That kind of fits Emily. Now, Danica, you said you think she'd forget.
Yeah. I don't know why. She just seems like she wouldn't take care of it very well.
Okay. Well, hey, maybe they'll have to. Maybe they'll surprise you. You never know. Well, you two girls are having a great season. Keep up the hard work. Thank you for doing an interview, Jolie. I appreciate it. And we actually got Kinsey in front of the camera, which is unheard of. So, well, co-host, you can send us off.
I don't remember what to say. Oh, wait. Until next time, remember the Trojan way. I got it, Andy.
Oh, my.